Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crusader Kicks 2 Hashashin! Not sure why I put it like that. Anyway, last time, I went on a big long rant about threat and defensive packs and yada 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 yada. And then we attacked Anatolia. Which, honestly, it's been a long time coming. I should have done this. Crusade for Greece! His Holiness Pope Nicolaus IV has been swayed by the cries of help from the Christian population in the Kingdom of Greece. Okay. If that's what you want to do, Mr. Pope Pants, I know what I'm going to do. And you're probably not going to like it. So that's a great way to start the episode. Crusade for Greece. Awesome. That's great. Perfect. I'm so happy that that happened. Anyway, another thing that happened was we received a dire warning about some ominous figures who may be raising an army in the east. And we have the opportunity to attempt to assassinate the heretic again. Hopefully it will work. And it worked. Excellent. We need to end this crusade before we get flooded with Christians. And I know just the way to end it. Venice has arrived with their army along with the Knights Templar. That's fine. If you want to attack over there, that's your choice. I know where I'm going. Hunting dog. We shall name it Hunter. Oh, hello, Mr. Pope. Is this your city? Oh, it's a church. Oh, and we stole his scepter. Well, he probably deserves it, let's be honest. My son has the flu. Sure, we'll call our court physician the pirate, because he's back. So we can take the Sultanate of Arabia from the Kivans. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. I'd rather get these wars over and done with. I'm not going to read a heresy book because I don't want to convert to a heresy. My wife has the flu. Is there a flu outbreak in my capital? No. Okay. A faqih is an expert in... Sure, I'll study Islamic law. And I'm not interested in any of those options. Let's go ahead and move our troops to attack that army, because I really want to end this war. You are concerned about your sons not inheriting? That's your problem. Neat. Sure. You could be shrewd. me arrange marriage to my son. Sure, why not? It's like, you noticed how shrewd this woman is. Have my son's babies. Excellent. This is going well. My dog has grown quickly and is no longer a puppy. Okay. Let's bring our navy over, and we're going to take this army and attack the papacy over here. We inherited another mosque. I'm not interested in that one. I am pretty great after all. I agree. Could spend money to increase prosperity of my realm. Sure. Al Alamein prospers. Excellent. Thessalonica. Go ahead and we'll give you the Emirate of Thessalonica. Congratulations. My daughter has finished her war education, and she's betrothed. We'll go ahead and we'll make her content. And our war with Anatolia and the coalition of Muslims is over. Of course, they're all Muslim, so we get control, we get vassalage over them, instead of just taking all of their land. Which is fine. Once we take care of these silly Christians, our armies will be in place to revoke all of those titles. Are you ready to call this war? I'm fine with white peace. Excellent. Crusade for Greece has failed. Now, we have a little bit of cleaning up to do, we'll say. Hi, Connacht. Oh, what am I doing over here? Oh, I think I accidentally clicked on that flag. Okay. Okay, you're Shia, you're fine. You're not. You're not fine. He's an infidel, so only Sunni vassals will object. Perfect. We'll revoke your title, and we'll revoke your title. And yours. I do have to be a little bit careful that I only revoke Sunni titles because I know I have some land over here as well. Right here. Okay. All right. Excellent. Great. Perfect. I think that's it for the first wave of title revocations. My daughter has been beset by strange rashes and episodes of delirium. Okay. Mass revocation. Excellent. Another member of the assassins was captured. That's fine. Okay. Pause briefly. We have more provinces to take. Actually, let's go ahead and we'll stand down our vassal levies because we don't need them anymore. And it's only going to make my vassals angry. What is your problem? Is that so? Did I revoke something that I shouldn't have? No, my domain is too big, of course. It won't be too big for long if you help me revoke these titles. Good. Excellent. Perfect. Just a little bump in the road. Let's get smaller. Let's revoke everything. I don't want a single non-Egyptian, Shia, non-Shia ruler in my realm. Normally I would do this between episodes, but we're kind of early in this episode, and I want to get this taken care of. So you're stuck with me. Actually, would I normally do it between episodes? Would I really? I don't know. Maybe, if I felt like it. I think I did it once when I was fiddling around in Africa. I have all those provinces. It's fine. There we go. Almost done. Half afraid I'm going to go so quickly and accidentally revoke a Shia province. I could just demand their conversion, but the problem is that they're also Turkish, which isn't necessarily a problem, except wrong culture gives a -8 modifier under foreigner. And while that's not much, it's still something. Sure, maybe it'll let me get over my depression. Is this independent? Yes, it is. Just go ahead and disband my fleet. Did I revoke your province? I did not. Okay. We will revoke all of those provinces. It doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. As long as the vast majority of them are the proper thing. Technically, the incoming lord would... let him rot. Would probably end up doing this. But I would fear that instead of killing them all or revoking their titles, he would just join them instead. So this is the best thing I do, or I think I do, to sort of guarantee that they won't suddenly decide to become the wrong religion or the wrong culture. It still happens though, like it happened over here in Africa a few times, I believe. Yeah, some of them were Berber. That's about it, actually. Some of them were Berbers. Is this Shia? Yes. Excellent. And my dog, my puppet dog is good. We'll also go ahead and we'll just... take this place over when we have the chance. Apparently that chance is not now, though. Okay, let's find people for our new realm. My religion and my culture. Men, not a ruler. Who's willing to join my court. I mean, even if they weren't willing to join my court, it would probably be fine. Actually, let's do willing to join the court just because they're probably more likely to be independent and not tied to any kind of titles. I'm not going to be as careful with this as I have been in the past. I feel like I've spent enough time fiddling around with this. We'll go ahead and we'll give you that. Go ahead and give you that. Oh, I should be giving them as viceroys. Well, actually, can I give them as viceroys? I don't know if I can. As long as I give up the kingdom title as a viceroy and not an actual kingdom, it should be fine. Because, frankly, that's all I'm worried about. And I sorted my thing by the high... Ooh, wow, this is a big duchy. I sorted my thing by the highest stewardship just so I can see who would be more likely to get culture conversions. This guy is pretty much two legs in for being the viceroy because he has by far the largest duchy. And finally, Paphlagonia. Excellent, and we are back below our domain limit. We have dangerous factions. What for? They're probably still balling around. Okay, you want a seat on my council. I can do that here. You're just mad because you're not on the council either. I could probably put you back, though. Nah. Put you in charge. You have a far better stewardship anyway. Finally, the Kingdom of Anatolia. I don't actually have to form that yet. I actually have plenty of vassal limit. Interesting. Okay, well, in that case, I'm not going to worry about it. What's my army? My army took quite the hit in that war. It's fine. My son has smallpox, okay? But why? We gotta work on building a war chest. Courtier, not interested. And my spy master is idle. Go spy on someone. Lots of little managerial things to take care of since I wasn't really focusing on it during the war. Your loyal vassal send you a courtier with an offer. He's willing to make a significant donation to your war chest for a favor. I'm not interested because you're already my marshal. Could extort subjects, I could shut the gates. I still have dangerous factions. Dangerous factions are going away, though. Let's give you some money and... Sure, you look like a calligrapher. Why not? The rebellious sentiment will probably diminish after a while. Hey, there's some Lithuania up there. After a while... They're just a little sad. Noble customs. Duty. Duty. I shouldn't have any more raised levies. Okay. Well, that will go down over time. And everybody will be happy. Probably. Ah, finally, some of that mess is disappearing. You want land, I don't want to give you land. And my steward quit. Maybe he died. Not concerned. Oh, my court mullah isn't actually working on converting provinces. Don't do that. Try to convert something. How's the rest of the world going? Kiva doesn't have any revolts right now. Neither does the Holy Roman Empire or Leon. Leon is... They're working on getting back to where they were. Not going to get money from him. Or them. Who do we have here? The Teutonic Order has taken a large part of Finland. Interesting. Okay. Possibly in response to the Lithuanian pagan threat. That's a pretty powerful pagan nation for so late in the game. Actually. But it doesn't look like the Orthodox are doing very well. Oh yeah, they're not doing very well at all. They're not even Orthodox anymore. They're Bogomilists. Bogomilist? I don't know. Spook that guy into not being decadent. Always a good thing. We're actually down to 0% decadence. Huh, okay. Let's try to see the realm prosper. I don't think it'll work very well, but we can try. Oh, hello. I wasn't aware that you were already on the map, Mongol Empire. And there are 123,000 troops. Kagan Temujin, the Slayer of the Khitan. Just try to blackmail them. My dog is nice. You want to marry... Oh, okay. I believe that we had betrothed to them at some point, so that's fine. Who are you attacking? You're invading Kumania. You're invading this region here. Okay. This might end up being the fall of Khiva. If the Mongols decide to invade down through here. But it's very possible, even likely, that they'll probably invade through here. Because I've noticed in my experiences with Crusader Kings 2, often the Mongols try to take the path of least resistance. And I noticed that with the other great invaders as well, like Seljuk and Timur the Lame. Instead of invading through a roughly historical path, which would be Persia or Khazaria and up through here, they'll just take something like Kumania here. Like Kumania, and then they'll just spill over top of all of the large consolidated realms down in this region. But they might not. They might surprise me. It's hard to say. Anything's possible. Including all of this money. Can we build anything? We sure can. It's going to take 5,000 wealth to upgrade our hospital again. That's not happening anytime soon. Stop it. Leave me alone. I'm building castles. Or attempting to build castles, at least. There we go. My liege, it pains me to say that this guy is a traitor and a rotten egg. Huh. I don't really care, honestly. We'll notify the plotter. Petty noble from Masat has spent a week visiting Alexandria, constantly bragging about his wealth and estates back home, insulting his local peers and behaving like royalty. Your courtiers are quite sick of him and are also asking you to take action. We'll write a complaint to the Sultan of Mauritania. And he apologized. Good. Sicily has finished off rum. That's okay. Can I look at rum? I can. This tile cannot be created normally. Alas, rum is no more. And thus ends the possibility of an Ottoman rise. I don't know if there's an event that occurs that would cause the Ottomans to appear, or if you have to actually play in a period where the Ottomans already exist. Because the Ottomans are in the game. I don't know if the title actually exists outside of... Yeah, they do exist. The Kingdom of the Ottoman Turks. And I assume it can't be created normally. Right. I don't know. I don't know how that works. And my vassals are slowly going back to being content with their lives. What's going on here? Defending against the Emir of Cilia in the Cilian conquest of Iconium. What? Don't do that. Don't. Stop. That's fine. I'll pay you money. Oh, I had to vote for that. Oh, oops. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Should have done wars. Oh well, whatever. I'll just have to keep an eye out for random vassal wars and try to put an end to them. Well, we approved of the marginal status of women. That's good. I don't want to burn a favor on it. Okay, fine. I don't want to burn another favor. Fine. How's my threat doing? 66%. It's a little high. Marshall has initiated a massive recruitment effort in Alexandria. Okay, that's good. Why do we have such a small retinue? Oh, because it's up here. Okay. That makes sense. More adultery. Awesome. Ooh, another revolt. It's not nearly big enough to actually threaten the Empire, though. I think one of the few complaints I have about this game I'm not going to go against my friends, is that once you get very large like this, I mean large like this. I don't mean like, oh, I'm the Empire of Britannia or the Emperor of Scandinavia. When you're an emperor and you control like two empires worth of land, a lot of these events they just become noise. Like, do I really care about Ismail ibn Amr? No. And I don't think there's really any way to change that. Like, the dynasty stuff is fine. Let's see. Anyway, maybe I'll look through that. The point that I have is that even with, like... Oh, what am I trying to say? It's just all noise. Like, that's really the best way that I can put it. Like, oh, an event that I've seen probably 24 times with people that I don't really care about. Like, okay. I've received the request for additional funds from my spy master. He's worried that it's too easy for spies to make their way inside your house. This one is fine, because it's my spy master, but if it's like two random courtiers fighting, and it's like, do you want to be friends with one of them, or do you want to punch one of them? When you're a small king, you might want to be a little bit more tactical there, but if you're a massive emperor, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I guess what I should do is try to consolidate some of these realms. Like the Kingdom of Anatolia, the king of that place. Try to shrink my court. Because my court is enormous. I have 95 people in my court. And a lot of them aren't really important. I don't know. There's probably ways to mitigate the problem, like landing your sons, for example. I mean, you aren't going to be getting notifications about their kids if they're in a different court. But me, I like to be greedy, and I like to keep all of my family where I can see them so they can't overthrow me. Jihad for Sicily has failed. It's not surprising. But it's like this, like, why do I care that Sheikh Agathon and random courtier Nabli Alexandria are having an affair? I'm not too concerned about my sheiks because... Actually, this one is fairly powerful with 1.2, 1.8 thousand troops. But compared to the 45,000 army that I have, it's not that much at all. Maybe I'll try that. You know, this has been a relaxing experience, and it plays well into my style of playing solo, but it's not that exciting. I keep all of my vassals weak. I don't let them get ahead in life. I don't do anything like that. So, in an attempt to solve that, in an attempt to make things a little wee bit more interesting, and perhaps to cut back on all of this, the best thing I can describe it as is spam. I am going to go through. I'm going to give away all of my kingdom titles to viceroys. Except my personal kingdom down here. And then we'll see what happens. But that'll be next time. Until then, happy gaming. Also, my floorboards are now creaking. I'm glad I paid him that much money. Also, we took care of this decadent relative. And martial education. But again, until next time, happy gaming. Oh, right. My hotkey still isn't working.